So if you are an entrepreneur, right, and you have a business, whether it's a business that's online, consumer front facing, or it's a traditional business like a restaurant, or you're an accountant, a CPA, an insurance agent, a realtor, any of those types of businesses, how can they leverage podcasting to their benefit?
I'll take the realtor one, for instance, because we just got a realtor in our studio space here, and we're working with them to really launch a show. And so this gets into a little bit of the monetization side of it. But if I'm a realtor and I start my whole objective is I want to find buyers and sellers of homes or commercial property or whatever it is. So if I start a podcast and not just say I'm going to start a podcast about real estate. Now that's one angle you could take. But what we were talking about is, hey, let's start a podcast about the community that you live in, that you're serving. And then you bring all these other because you could bring in all these other business types or whatever to talk about their experience. You could bring in the average Joe to talk about their experience, coffee shop owner, people at the coffee, like whatever, creating this community experience. And so then what you can do from there is really, you're talking about something else. So it's a little bit easier of a share. Like if I'm a listener and I'm like, oh man, I didn't know this about, downtown Wilmington where I live. Like, I didn't know that about there. I'm going to send this over to 3 other people and say, hey, listen to the story. I didn't know this was, the history or whatever it is. And then what you can do from that point as a real estate agent, because I got my real estate license a couple of years ago, and I know the grind and you're like, man, I'm just going to be in this for a minute. It's a long play as well, is you can bring on sponsors really early. You can bring on those mortgage guys and those air conditioning, companies that really service, and appraisal companies and attorneys. And you can bring those guys on as sponsors for your show and pay for your either studio time, pay for your equipment, pay for your editing or whatever pretty early on, because they want to partner, with people who are serving their community as well. So there's probably a lot of different creative ways to do that. Insurance agents, it's all about people doing business with people. So the more you're out there, the more you're vulnerable, the more you put yourself out, put yourself out there and say, hey, this is who I am. This is how I can help you. I think it gives better odds of doing business, because people do business with people, not logos and brands and all that. It's nice to have, but I've gotten way more business from having, face-to-face conversations and having people refer me word of mouth than anything else. So that's kind of my take on, on the traditional business utilizing podcasts. And not to mention, they could be sponsors on local podcasts if they wanted to hunt those out and figure that out, because that's a great way to connect as well.
How about for those that are doing what I'm doing and you're doing, which is having some form of video camera and podcast, hybrid? What's your advice on that?
Yeah, kind of the same thing. There's a lot of ways to capture, like right now we're on Zoom, so it's free if you do under 40 minutes a month, right? Out there, something like that, 40 minutes a conversation, or 40 people, or whatever their little thing is. But you can get a lot of these audio and video capturing services online, StreamYard. I think you can try Ecamm Live free for like 15 days or something, or maybe they have a free plan. The technology is so amazing. I remember 10, 15 years ago, I was working at a church full time, and we're like, we want to live stream on the internet. Well, we had to go call some live streaming company. They had the special code, something, put it up. We went and have one whole computer tower dedicated to live streaming. We couldn't check emails on it or anything. They're like, this is only live streaming. You can't do, And so we're like trying to, it was a mess, man. But now it's like, dude, pick up your phone and you can go live right on Facebook or whatever, record right on your phone, like get a little tripod and put it, my only advice for video is put this thing at least, face high. Like, don't, under the shot, you look fat and nobody wants to see your nostrils. So even if you're not fat, you look fat. Just put it up like that, sit in front of a window with some lighting. There you go. That's how I started. I go look at some of my old videos on my YouTube channel, and it's me recording on my iPhone and then just posting them. So there's a lot of different ways out there, and technology is just amazing it's just so easy. I keep talking all day about how it's just changed in the last 5 years. It's amazing.